Hello everyone and good evening. Welcome to the next gen Ford Escort 1600 RS. RS 1600, I screwed that up already. But we're here, back again for round 6 at Oulton Park. And we are in these mighty little cars around a classic track. Great fun to drive around here. Good field today, 13 already here. I think we might have lost someone actually. I think we had 14 in the lobby earlier. But we've got some new faces and disconnected. Hold up. Sorry about that, just had a minor technical issue. But yeah, good field as I was saying, 13 here at the moment. And we are at the start of qualifying, 20 minutes of qualifying followed by a 20 lap race, which should bring us to around 40 minutes worth of racing. So as usual, it's standard default setup. Drivers can choose between either stable or loose setup. Damage is off, only visual damage, and obviously weather is clear as you can tell. But we'll get on board with some of the drivers and to see who we've got in the on the track today. As I said, some new drivers. So we'll start with Nath 1981, as saw a minute ago, just crashing on his outlap, but we'll see how he gets up. JPH 99, RDF1 Adam Morris, WRT Scott McFall, Mega Fantastic 199, another new guy to the championship. Fun Zach Speed TV has returned, although he didn't actually miss a race, but he had already announced his retirement from the season. But he has decided to come back for Oulton Park. One High Mofo, NGR Lee, Jamie F430, NGR Scooby G, NGR Lagerfenny, who's already got a penalty of some sort, one grid place, maybe two grid places. Let's have a look at that. Hold on. 2 grid places, so we'll see where he ends up after that. Dave Finn 79, another newcomer to the season, and the Les. So let's just see who is coming round to finish on a lap. So here we go. Jamie's the first one to set a lap time at a 2:03, closely, well, instantly beaten by WRT Scott McFall. We're expecting lap times around the 2-minute mark, and they are already down to a 2:019. Which is One High Mofo, as he literally just went top there. One High Mofo, quick over 1 lap we found this season, but not so consistent. Qualifying second last time out at Bathurst, fortunately finished down in 5th. But having said that, that was his equal best result of the season. So know that he's good round 1 lap. Will he be good around 20 laps of this track? Very narrow, of course, so easy to run wide and lose a bit of time. But with these cars, I imagine the slipstream will be pretty good around here. Lots of fast corners and a couple of opportunities to overtake as well. They're small cars, so they should be alright. But Fun Zach Speed TV, our current championship leader, has gone provisionally fastest on a 2:01 dead. And talking of championship, let's run through the current points standings after 5 rounds. So first position so far on 108 points, currently dominating the championship is Fun's XP TV. Second is NGR Lee. Where is he? That's not him. There he is, NGR Lee, just coming round the final corner and up Dearsley. He's come across the line to finish a lap. Where does he go? He's gone fastest on a 2 minute 0.7. So the current second place sitter in the points on 66 points has gone provisionally fastest. NGR Scooby G is in third on 63. WRT Scott McFall is fourth on 52. Followed by NGR Lager Fennec. NGR Lager Fennec is fifth on 47 points. JPH 99 is in 6th on 45. Also on 45 is One High Mofo. The Les is in 8th on 33 points. Slider Gas 28, unfortunately not here this month, can't make any races in January, is 9th on 28 points. Jamie F430 is 10th on 23 points. RDF1 Adam Morris is 11th on 15 points. Fun Go Flat Out is 12th on 15 points. NGR Fraser 13th on 13. NGR Martin is 14th on 12. Robertson 5, 6, 7, 4, 6, 8 is 15th on 9, and Shockshaft is 16th on 8 points. Oh, a bit of a pile up there on the exit of the chicane. But we've still got 12 minutes to go before the end of the qualifying, so plenty of time to go yet. Jamie F430 going for a bit of grass cutting, and NGR Scooby G goes past. Let's have a little ride on board with NGR Scooby G. Yes, there we go, in cockpit. Currently just up on his previous best time, so let's see if he can build on that and move up the grid at all. He's currently half a second behind WRT Scott McFall in 4th place. Now NGR Scooby G was racing on this track on Tuesday in the V8 Supercars and come away with the win. So will he be able to build on his success around here? Currently in 5th, although he struggled a bit in these cars this season. Started the season well, getting a strong podium position at Watkins Glen Short, but then hasn't really challenged the podiums after that. In fact, he struggled a fair bit, as you can see. He's just run wide and didn't improve on his time, I don't think. In fact, One High Mofo has since trumped Scooby G and gone up to 5th place himself. JPH is sitting nicely in the slipstream of Jamie F430 now, just trying to pick up any sort of toe he can get. And if anything, he might be a bit too close behind Jamie here. But as I said, we're in round 6 of 12, so after this we have hit halfway point. And we've already had Watkins Glen Short, we've been to Laguna Seca, Bannock Bray, Willow Springs, and last time out of Bathurst. So this one, Oulton Park International. Next week we're at Sugo, and that is followed by Brands Hatch GP, Laguna Park GP, Hockenheim National, Donington Park National, and Nürburgring combined. There's still plenty to play for so far this season, and it's great to see 13 drivers on the grid. We've only had 16 drivers in total complete the season so far, and of those 16 we've had 8 different podium finishes, so really good spread of drivers challenging towards the front, even if it has mainly just been this one guy, Fun's Back to Speed TV, taking 4 of the 5 wins, and he's the first man to dip under the 2 minute mark, 1 minute 59.959, current benchmark for everyone else to beat, 7 tenths clear of NGR Lee, who is currently second in the points, as we mentioned not too long ago. Jamie F430 had a very eventful race last time out of Bathurst. Had a bit of a collision with WRT Scott McFall, but then had an excellent battle with RDF1 Adam Morris and NGR Lee for the second and third on the podium. That went right down to the last lap, as many incidents have in this league. I think every race near enough something's happened in the last lap, so every reason to keep pushing till the end in this league, as you never know what's going to happen, and I imagine it will be the same tonight as well. Pretty unforgiving circuit, as you see, easy to lose control with the grass so close to the edge of the track. No real runoff in terms of tarmac. Got a few bits of astroturf to run onto at places, but nothing more than that. So these cars are just a simple four gears, H-pattern gearbox, and 120 horsepower. Hitting around 124 last week down the back straight of Bathurst, but I don't imagine they'll be getting anywhere near that tonight. Definitely in the hundreds for sure, but nowhere near 120. No, 124. As Jamie F430 is now in 4th position and losing it on the exit of turn 1 Old Hall Corner. Let's have a look down the line. Got WRT Scott McFall, who's almost at the end of his lap, so let's just have a little ride. See how he gets on as he's just coming up to Lodge Corner now. Quite a tricky corner. Later apex than you'd probably imagine. And Freeze Dearsley across the line. Will he improve? No, nowhere near actually. But let's carry on with a lap. Just enjoy this circuit. Very much a driver's favourites, I've heard. Not particularly one of my favourites, but definitely a good one, a good fun track to drive. As he's through Cascades now and down the Lakeside straight towards Island Bend. An island hairpin just on the right here, but we're going to go flat out around this left-hander and into the Shell Oils hairpin. Very big bank in here, but he's 2 tenths up on his previous best lap, so looking good so far for WRT Scott McFall. And braking into the first chicane at Britain's and up the hill. Try and carry as much speed over the top of the hill as you possibly can. And braking down into Hislop chicane now. Quite easy to get wrong, big curb on the inside there, and then quite easy to run wide as Scott McFall almost did, but just about held on to it there. And now up towards Clay Hill. Don't want to shift up too early, especially in these cars. Going up that hill you will lose a fair bit of momentum, but Scott McFall still up on his previous best time and literally just flicking the car down, maybe a slight tap of the brakes through Druid and towards Lodge Corner now. I think that's the Les just ahead of him. He might pick up a slight slipstream from that, but into Lodge and down through Dearsley. WRT Scott McFall not far away from Jamie F430, just ahead, or even one high mofo for that matter, who's moved up to 3rd, and there we go. Scott McFall moving up to 2nd, 6 tenths behind Finals XP TV still. And nevertheless, on the front row of the grid. He's done well this season in 3 podiums out of 3 to start with. Unfortunately, he didn't finish last time out at Bathurst and missed the first race. But let's see. Yeah. Oh, that wasn't the Les. This is the Les now. Currently in 7th. And he finished in 3rd position in the V8 Supercars around here on Tuesday. So looking to build on that with maybe another podium. Hasn't got a podium yet so far this season. Nicely controlled through there. I think that's JPH just behind him. Yes, indeed it was. These two inseparable throughout most of the season, and it turns out they're inseparable through qualifying as well. And the Les is 3 tenths up on his previous best time. Not quite enough to get ahead of NGR Scooby G at the moment, but there's still a sector left. Will he be able to push himself just a little bit higher up the field? Currently RDF1 Adam Morris is struggling down in 9th. Might have expected him to be a little bit higher after getting on the podium last time out at Bathurst. Here we go, Les down Disley. Will he be able to improve on his time? He does, but not enough to move himself up the grid. There we've got Dave Finn's in the pitch in the 11th so far. Nath 1981 with a pretty battered car. Is 12th, he's about to come across the line, really improve on his time. The answer is no. That must have been an outlap. And then Mega Fantastic 199 is in 13th. I think he might have just come out of the pits. So Scott McFall not improving that time round. NGR Lee, the only man to stand on top of the podium other than Fun Zaxby TV this season, taking the honours at round 2 in Laguna Seca. And he's also the only man to have taken pole position other than Zaxby TV as well. Just outlining the dominance of the man that is Fun Zaxby TV, but Lee trying to push himself a bit further up, 2 seconds off the pace in that lap. Currently in 3rd, one high mofo. Doing well in 4th, 2 minutes .86, 9 tenths off of pole position. Jamie just behind. But talking of the dominance of this man, Fun Zaxby TV, he's only got 1 fastest lap of the race in these 5 races, and that was last time round at Bathurst. But we've had every race so far a different fastest lap driver, so that is something that at least someone can take away from the race if they're not on top of the podium, or even on the podium for that matter. And just Scooby G's obviously had an off somewhere. So he's got a little bit of a bump at the front of his orange Mobile. Over into the final minute of qualifying now. These guys will definitely get onto another lap. He's got Scott McFall in tow. I believe it's Nath just ahead of him. NGR Scooby G going across the line, doesn't improve that time, neither does Scott McFall. Who's NGR Lee won't be long before he crosses the line. I don't think he'll get across the line for another lap though. We'll see, it'll be close. He's coming down to the penultimate, to the final corner now at Lodge. Don't know, can you call Deers Leap a corner? I call it more of a bend. But up the hill, up Deers Leap, I think he might just about make it, will he? That's going to be an interesting question. I don't think he did. He didn't go any higher on the grid either. So second row for at least for NGR Lee. Jamie F430 will be the next one across the line. I believe he's got Adam Morris in tow, I think that is. But yeah, oh yeah, on Adam Morris in tow. Both of these guys battled right to the bitter end last time round and fight for victories throughout other categories as well, so I expect them to be highly competitive tonight. Jamie F430 is currently 5th, RDF1 Adam Morris currently 9th, and RDF1 Adam Morris improves to 8th, Jamie stays in 5th. Who have we got coming across now? Nath is going to be the next one across the line, currently in 12th on his debut in this championship. See if he improves any higher. And remember, NGR Lagerfani has a two-place grid penalty, so that will move these Nath and Dave up one spot. Nath will be the last one across the line. Does he improve? We'll never know. So there we have it, yet another pole position for Van Zakspeed TV, only man in the 159s breaking the 2-minute marks. WRT Scott McFall takes 2nd, NGR Lee in 3rd, One High Mofo 4th, Jamie FL30 5th, NGR Scooby G in 6th, the Les in 7th, RDF1 Adam Morris in 8th, JPH 99 in 9th, NGR Lagerfani in 10th, Dave Finn 79 and 11th, Nath 1981 in 12th, and Mega Fantastic 199 in 13th. But NGR Lagerfani will move down to 12th with his 2-place grid penalty. So we just got a couple of minutes now as the drivers prepare themselves for the start of the race. And then we'll be on the way 20 laps around Oulton Park International. Oh, and in fact, we're going straight to the race. So lights out, away we go. Scott McFall's got a very poor start, and he might be under pressure from One High Mofo and NGR Lee, but he's recovered, and Van Zakspeed TV comes around the turn 1 in the lead. Now camera struggles to keep up. It looks pretty clear. Oh no, there's someone round. Almost. I think that was, yep, Mega Fantastic. 199 just about holds it together, but pretty clean throughout the rest of the field. Jamie F430 tapping at the heels of One High Mofo. We come round towards Ireland Bend for the first time. Will anyone try and risk going side by side? The Les has got ahead of NGR Scooby G, but a status quo at the front as Van Zakspeed TV heads the field, followed by WRT Scott McFall, NGR Lee and One High Mofo, who are actually under a bit of pressure from Jamie and the Les. In fact, the Les is attacking Jamie more than anything. But everyone settles back into position there. Nath has already picked up a penalty. And Dave Flynn in 10th. There we go, Scooby G trying to get past the Les, but not getting past. Adam Morris is side by side with JPH 99 and has to concede position there as JPH had the inside line. A little bit of a gap now as the Les and NGR Scooby G have been battling. Back up front, WRT Scott McFall sitting under the nose, or under the rear wing even, of Van Zakspeed TV, and NGR Lee in close proximity. But just looking behind, this looks more enticing to me. Oh, there's a big crash at the back. Couldn't quite see it. Nath and NGR Lagerfani have gone round. Meanwhile, Adam Morris has gone down the inside of JPH 99. The Les is side by side with NGR Scooby G, although he has picked up a penalty. But here we go, 5 cars here battling for 5th position, and Dave Finn 79 is also right tucked in under at the back of this group. He'll be looking to pick up any loose pieces. Back at the front note, the pressure is on Zakspeed TV. We've got 5 for the lead, and 5 for 5th place, 6th place as well. Look at that. Excellent driving, all different colours as well. Fancy that. Very easy to lose a little bit of time around that first sector, just running a slight bit wide, and you'll probably get passed by the driver behind. But all clean through there. And now NGR Scooby G is pulling away a bit, but the Les is under pressure from JPH, and he's actually slowing down. Don't know why, but the Les has slowed down massively, run wide, gained an advantage. The game has we have got time penalties on it. Meanwhile, JPH is on the outside of Adam Morris. Adam trying to get past, I think. I think it's Adam trying to get past rather than JPH trying to get past. And RDF1 Adam Morris moves up to 7th place there. So he might try and work with NGR Scooby G just to close the gap to the group ahead. And Dave Finn 79 up to 9th. Mega Fantastics recovered to 11th. NGR Lagerfani and Nath are at the back of the field, both with penalties. JPH has just picked up a penalty as well. But so far so good it seems for race drivers. WRT's got McFall really challenging the leader, Farm Zaxby TV, as we cross the line for the second time to start lap 3. As we go round Old Hall, look at the action that Farm Zaxby TV gets on that. That's what we want to see, love a bit of loose car sliding. Not the correct term, I'm well aware. But if you're watching and you have any questions or just want to shout out, just feel free to post it in the chat. I'll try and have a look when I can. You can tell second group starting to spread out a bit now, but it's definitely not spreading out at the front as NGR Lee's having a little look. Just being patient, sat in 3rd place. One High Mofo stood in 4th, so he's doing well. Normally by now One High Mofo has dropped off somewhere. But it's just staying with the group in the slipstream. Jamie F430 has dropped off the back of this group, so it is a battle for 4 of 4 for the lead. In fact, I think Jamie F430 might just be falling back into the clutches of NGR Scooby G, maybe trying to work with them. Yeah, flashing net. Last week after the race he said that he did let RDF on Adam Morris and NGR Lee come back to him after he did seem to pull away, just so he could get the slipstream and try and work as a team to catch Fun Saxby TV, but as it was too big a gap to close, and ended up fighting between themselves, and Jamie actually came out worse. And I might have put a curse on One High Mofo now, as he has just dropped off to the back a little bit. Not too much, still in the slipstream, but struggling to keep up just momentarily. And Yoli running a little bit wide now, but WRT's got McFall, seems to be a lot quicker through the final corner. And NGR Lee, yeah, slowing down because of the extension, and One High Mofo moves up to the lead. What attitude this car has, Fun Zaxby TV. Top driving by the man in the lead and leading the championship. We're just going to go on board with One High Mofo now, as he's got the best seat in the house for this. Has closed back up, and NGR Lee just falling back 4 seconds now. Jamie F430 in 5th, with NGR Scooby G and RDF1 Adam Morris in tow. JPH and the Les are still together. We'll go and have a look at that in a minute, as it looks like it's about to kick off. Yes, there it is. Definitely about to kick off. You'll see the leaders going by just on the other side of the hairpin. These two inseparable throughout the whole season, and I think JPH might have just got past. I can't remember which way round it was. But either way, battle for 8th is going to be a hotly contested one. And someone's dropped out. I think it's Dave. No, oh, Dave's dropped to the back. Dave Finn has dropped to the back, so he's obviously had a spin somewhere. NGR Lagerfani is in 11th. Followed by, just behind Mega Fantastic 199. We've lost someone though, but the battle for the lead is still on. Well, Jamie F430 at the head of the second battle pack. The 5th place, just trying to pull along Scuba G and Adam Morris. And they might end up catching NGR Lee, and it might be very much a repeat of last week's race with Jamie F430, F1 Adam Morris and NGR Lee. NGR Scuba G is actually having a look at Jamie, and he's going to go to the inside at Old Hall Corner. Will he get the move done? No, he just backs out and settles in behind. And Jamie F430 and NGR Scuba G are actually both joint leaders, along with Jackson Optus in the Monday Night Tours Championship, the Classic A1 Touring Car. But Jamie F430's just lost 2 places now in a matter of 2 corners, so he's going to sit at the back of his pack now and try and work together to pull back the leaders. Back at the front, One High Mofo's closed the gap up. Scott McFall just sitting pretty behind just sitting pretty behind from Zach Sweet TV at the moment. As we come up the hill, and in fact Scott McFall's got a good run on Funzac Speed TV, but he's got to have the outside line for the chicane. And indeed does have to just sit in behind and be a bit more patient. We have seen Zach Speed TV make the odd mistake, doesn't make many admittedly, but there's One High Mofo making a mistake, just losing the back end on the grass and slowing down a bit. Maybe he got a slow down, that would have been a weird one to get, but having to drop off the back of these two. And here we go, he's going to have a look down the inside. The space is there, but I don't think he will. No, he's just going to hold fire for now. Excellent racing by these two for the lead. So come across the line for the 5th time of 20. And NGR Lee has caught One High Mofo for 3rd place, so we'll keep an eye on that. Now the Les has fallen back a bit with his battle with JPH, but NGR Scuba G has also fallen back to behind NGR RDF1 Adam Morris and Jamie F430, and he's picked up a penalty as well. Let's have a look at the penalties that these guys have got. 2 seconds for Scuba G, 3 seconds for JPH, 4 seconds for the Les. NGR Lagerfanny's got 6. But these boys at the front, 0 slip ups so far. And pulling away from the rest of the field, One High Mofo just ahead of NGR Lee, who's actually nibbling, literally nibbling at the rear of One High Mofo's black and red Escort RS 1600. Meanwhile, these two, Mega Fantastic is currently holding 10th place, just ahead of NGR Lagerfanny, who's closed the gap 4 seconds in that last lap. Literally, NGR Lagerfanny's car is in tatters. 2nd place on Tuesday in the V8s around it, but I don't think it's going to be a 2nd place tonight. And Jamie has just lost the position to NGR Scooby G. Must have just run wide, he's dropped off a fair bit, maybe slow down penalty was issued. But Scott McFall has just fallen away. From Funzac Speed TV, who almost lost it, and that 1 second advantage he had momentarily gained has been wiped in a matter of metres. And now the tail will really be up for Scott McFall. He's seen his rival make a mistake and will want to pounce on that quickly, doesn't want him to get back into a rhythm. Make sure you also have a look at WRT Scott McFall's Facebook page, Scott McFall Racing, Sim Racing. They'll greatly appreciate a like. But here we go, it's going for the lead now, as Funzac Speed TV goes a bit wide at the Cascades, and he's going to have to settle for 2nd position. Position he's not used to driving too much. used to having clear track ahead of him is Zach Speed TV, but the position has been lost and going to have to settle for second for now. But here's One High Mofo under attack from NGR Lee. Two different lines through that hairpin. Using the banking was One High Mofo. NGR Lee went for the low line. Still status quo, third for One High Mofo, fourth for NGR Lee, who doesn't want to use too much of that exit. And RDF1 Adam Morris has come up from ninth place and he's starting to close down. Well, he was starting to close down these boys, but it was a little bit slower that last time around. One High Mofo sliding the car through the chicane. Scooby G just losing track of RDF1 Adam Morris. JPH in fact is closed right in on Jamie F430. So doing well is the driver from Bristol. Got his first podium position at Willow Springs. Unfortunately that was a race I missed. Got fastest lap as well in that. So shown flashes of good speed as our resident commentator, but not being able to do it consistently. A little bit further back, the Les is very lonely in ninth, losing his friend JPH ahead of him. NGR Larg Fanny has passed Mega Fantastic 199, and Dave Finn is unfortunately dropping back a bit. He obviously made another mistake with a 2:11 lap there. Had a good start though, was battling up front, or at least in the battle for 6th place. First couple of laps, but just falling back now. But still not even halfway through the race yet, so plenty could happen. I think this is the closest battle on track so far. Well, at the moment, NGR Lee. Whoa, there's a bit of a touch there. Just overshot the braking. Does wait. Good sporting behaviour there by Lee. Quite happy to admit that it was his mistake, but they lose a little bit more time to Zach Speed TV and WRT Scott McFall, and it actually is allowing RDF1 Adam Morris to close right in, but NGR Lee gets a lot better run than One High Mofo through the chicane, but he's going to have to settle for the outside line into the chicane, and just behind him RDF1 Adam Morris, who's going to sit and watch with interest and close in using the slipstream. And WRT Scott McFall's pulled a 1.2 second gap now on from Zach Speed TV. We saw how quickly Zach lost that time a couple of laps ago. Just one single mistake and Scott McFall was right back on him. But coming up to Lodge Corner now. And Jolly's eyeing One High Mofo up, just being patient. Doesn't want to lunge down and then actually go to position to Adam Morris. He's in the position no one really wants to be in, where you have to attack and defend at the same time. Although not really defending yet, but I dare say it won't be too long. I think NGR is a little bit quicker than One High Mofo at the moment. And in fact he's going to pull alongside as they run down towards Cascade. He's going to, pulls out of it. But it's actually, I think he's going to compromise his exit a bit, and Adam Morris might be in a position here to pick up a good slipstream and maybe have a go into the hairpin at the end of the straight. So One High Mofo has actually finally got a bit of breathing space. Only half a second or so, but that'll do. Adam Morris going for a bit of a tighter line compared to the other two. So now Jamie has fallen behind JPH 99, and he'll look to recover that. He's also picked up a penalty. So what's Jamie got? Jamie's got a 2-second penalty. NGR Lagerfeld picked up a 16-second penalty. Mega Fantastic, no penalties. So excellent driving for him. And Velez has fallen down to 11th. 4-second penalty. Dave Finn a 3-second penalty. These boys JPH has a 3-second penalty, Jamie has a 2-second penalty. But that won't have been affecting either of them till right at the end of the race when the results are in. Just ahead, there's this 3-car battle for the final step on the podium. Obviously we're not halfway yet through the race, but both RDF1 Adam Morris and NGR Lee will feel like they can get on the podium, and NGR Scooby G is also looking to get in on the act. But One High Mofo holding firm so far. Not yet been on the podium, however qualified in the front row a couple of times. NGR Lee definitely trying to force the issue. One High Mofo, we know, makes a couple of mistakes every now and then, and NGR Lee's trying to force him into one now, but he looks like he's going to get alongside as we go into the bend, but he'll be on the outside if he doesn't get it done for the hairpin. And One High Mofo is going to go round as he... No, well held, he's held it, but he lost a couple of positions. NGR Scooby G's on the outside and he's lost a position there as well. Although actually held it because of the inside line. Scooby G is going to look to get back through though. RDF1 Adam Morris now right behind NGR Lee and going to look to pick up that position. I have to say it was a great bit of car control from One High Mofo not to just lose it on the grass. He was patient and kept his foot planted, or at least didn't break. Breaking in the grass will send you around. But he kept it in well, and instead of losing maybe 10-12 seconds, he's just lost 2 positions in about 3 seconds. But Scooby G can only see black at the moment, and it's the black of the back of the car. One High Mofo just being patient, see he's not forcing the issue too much. Meanwhile, back at the front, Scott McFall has lost the lead, missed that. Funzac Speed TV back through. Saw earlier he had a bit of a gap, but that gap vanished quickly and Scott McFall did get through, but maybe we've had a role reversal. Yep, awful lap there from Scott McFall, 2:04.3 compared to Funzac Speed TV's 2:01.4. So now 6-7 tenths behind the leader. We'll be looking to get back to the front pretty quickly. NGR Lee's pulling away now, trying to stay with him is Adam Morris, but still the battle. One High Mofo's always seeming to be in a battle at the moment. This time it's with Scooby G. Two different lines again through the hairpin. Let's just have a little run through further back. JPH doing well in 7th place so far, 2 seconds ahead of Jamie F430. And Joel Albafani in 9th position. Melez in 10th. Mega Fantastic 199 is in 11th. And Dave Finn 79. That's lapping alright now. He's in the last position, but lapping quicker than Mega Fantastic. And also lapping quicker than NGR Albafani lap time round and Jamie F430. But Funzac TV back where he wants to be at the front and putting a little bit of a gap. We'll see what the lap times compare this time round. And in fact, he's got a pretty tardy exit out of that final corner at Lodge, and Funzac TV is going to close in a few tenths there. So lap times, Scott McFall is actually a couple of tenths quicker, so we'll keep an eye on this. But One High Mofo again under pressure from Scooby G, not going to get the move done there, he's too far back. But a little bit of a twitch out of the first corner. And Scooby G is going to look to pounce maybe on the exit and towards the hairpin. Scooby G going for a bit more of a shallow line through Cascades. And I'm going to skip back to the front as Scott McFall really under the bumper now of Fun Zaxby TV. This is the hardest battle Zaxby TV's had in a long while. Had a little bit of a battle with Laguna Seca and come out second. But it's not been under this much pressure for this much of a period, I don't think, all season. But status quo as it were. IDF and Adam Morris has dropped off the back of NGR. In fact, these four drivers from 3rd to 6th are all lapping very similar times. 2/10 difference in lap time between the four of them. Jamie F430 has caught up to the back of JPH 99 now, so he'll be looking to recover, especially considering he started 5th position, I think it was. Meanwhile, back at the front, Scott McFall still trying to get past Zaxby TV. In fact, lost a bit of time that was. But we've seen signs of weakness from Fun Zaxby TV. A few mistakes, and Scott McFall also making a couple of mistakes, especially when he was leading as well. But just wanting to force the issue at the moment and try and slide his way back to the front of the field. These two 7 seconds ahead of NGR and pulling away, although not like that. NGR actually matched them both. Oh, one high mofo's gone round this time, almost. Oh, again excellent car control, but just losing one position now, falling back to 6th place. So what NGR Scooby G wanted, and Jamie F430 has just got ahead of JPH 99. JPH going to try and get back through. Oh, I thought Jamie was just slowing down, but he's not. He's just taking a defensive line. But I think he's going to lose the position now. Oh, very tactical driving there from Jamie. Knew he ran wide and decided to hold the outside, expecting JPH to cut back. But JPH does come back through. I imagine Jamie F430 did have a slowdown penalty there. Positions are reversed again, and JPH is back ahead. Meanwhile, Scooby G is caught up to the back of RDF1 Adam Morris already, who has just picked up a penalty. Dave Finn 79 is up to 11th. Mega Fantastic has had a dreadful lap, and I think he's just gone off again. Yep. Unfortunately in last position. Jamie F430 just going to try and recover the position from JPH 99. Definitely got the speed to get through, but JPH is showing good speed also in this race. Now let's have a run on board with driver's eye view. Scott McFall as we're into Island Bend and then the Shell Oils corner here at Oulton Park International for round 6 of this Ford Escort RS 1600 Big from NXTGEN Racing. We're actually just coming up to the back of Mega Fantastic 199 just ahead, so they'll be lapping him soon. They'll be hoping they don't get held up too much, or at least Fun Zaxby TV will be hoping he doesn't. And excellent driving there from Mega Fantastic 199, just getting well out of the way, no dramas, and the leaders are through without issue. And NGR Scooby G has got past RDF1 Adam Morris, and I think he might have just got a slow down penalty as he's cruising down that back straight, which was also allowing One High Mofo to get back in on the action. And I was wondering where he went. I thought he'd disappeared, but he was literally that close behind Funzac Speed TV that you couldn't see him. And he's going to pull alongside now as we enter Lodge Corner. Will he do it? Oh, he's forcing the issue. He's going to get there. And he's done it. He's back into the lead. However, this is not going to settle well for Funzac Speed TV, as he's going to fight back and try and take his 5th victory of the season. And in fact, WRT Slotted Full is pulling away, but almost running wide there. Funzac Speed TV using all of the runoff as well, all the curb as well. And JPH has actually got back past, has been repassed by Jamie F30, but looks like he's going to have another go. And the cameraman is looking at them people for some reason. But JPH is going to try round the outside at Cascades. That's brave. But Jamie's respectful driver will give him the space. Unfortunately, JPH has run out of the space and the talent to keep it on the track and has lost the position well and truly now and will fall back. Thankfully for him, NGR Lagerfani has only just gone across the line in close proximity with the Les, who's looking to recover. But the lead battle is on again. Funzac Speed TV are having to go round the outside into the hairpin at Hislops, but won't be able to do it there. And settles back in behind. Oh, and now he's round. Funzac Speed TV is round. A rare big mistake from Funzac Speed TV. We don't normally see that. Normally see a few little mistakes, but not a big mistake like that. And he's now lost the position to NGR Lee, and he's going to lose the place to NGR Scooby G and maybe RDF1 Adam Morris as well. And right at the back of this group is One High Mofo. He's going to be loving this. It's all going to kick off. Scooby G's obviously got a slow down penalty and had to back off, which is just as well for Funzac Speed TV. Adam Morris is trying to force the issue now, while Funzac Speed TV is wounded and maybe a bit out of sorts. And One High Mofo is closed right in now. Look at this. That four-way battle for the final spot on the podium. Where have we heard this before? We come over Deersley and cross the line for the 15th time to start lap 16. But with that mistake, gives WRT Scott McFall a 7-second lead, and NGR Lee has even got a 4-second lead to these boys battling here. Saxby TV with his traditional back end out. Oh, contact behind NGR Scooby G and One High Mofo. I can only imagine that's contrasting lines. And who's this coming around? It's Jamie F. Oh, no, it's not Jamie F30. That's Mega Fantastic. Just unlapping himself from these boys. Scooby G, I don't know if he's going to. It looks like he's waiting. Yeah, that's good to see. But meanwhile, Funzac Speed TV under pressure from RDF1 Adam Morris still. And the Les has actually got back past NGR Lagerfani. So 2 white cars still doing battle. But as usual, the Les is now either one place behind or one place ahead of JPH99, and he's just one place behind this time. And NGR Lagerfani is coming back for more there. He wants to retake the position. Oh, and there's a mistake from the Les that might give NGR Lagerfani the opportunity to go for the inside. He has. He's going to get the inside into the island bend, but he has backed out of it wisely. Les has run wide. Will he spin? No, he's lost the position at least, but does well not to spin. In fact, he does slam into the wall and loses the position. But the only battle on track at the moment is this one for 3rd position. Funzac Speed TV trying to get back on terms with at least NGR Lee. Adam Morris looking to get 2 podiums in a row after his 3rd position at Bathurst last time round. In fact, he's weaving left and right now. Maybe a flash of the lights might intimidate him a bit more. Just a reminder, these guys are all on default setups between stable or loose. Most of them I'd imagine would be on loose setup. So near enough identical cars. It's all down to driver talent now. NGR Lee fastest that time round and actually closing the gap on WRT Scott McFall. Maybe has just taken his foot off the pedal a little bit with a nice comfortable gap. Just wants to cruise home, and with 3 laps to do that he can afford to lose a couple of seconds of that. However, Fun Zaxby TV cannot afford to rest, as he's got his mirrors full of the yellow and black car of RDF1 Adam Morris. Just a reminder, if you want to sign up to our championship, please do. We only had 13 tonight, with still a couple of spaces left. In fact, this is an improvement from last week on race numbers. But still, we're always looking for drivers. Some guys won't be able to commit every week. We'll accept that. But head down to the NXTGEN Racing Facebook page. Get yourself signed up and just look for us. Drop us a message. We'll try and get you on track as soon as we can. Project Cars 2, there is racing every single night of the week. And in fact, the Monday Night Tour has hit their 100th race this week. So they've been running since season 3. We're in season 13 now, and I'm sorry just to interrupt myself. Fun Zaxby TV ran a bit wide there, and you might get a slowdown penalty. Or you might just be happy to take the penalty. I think he might have just taken the penalty. Time penalty. So they both got 1 second worth of time penalty, so this is for position. Unless one of them picks up any more time penalties, this will be the result on track. But yeah, the Monday Night Tour has been running since season 3. We're in season 13 now, I think. Season 12. Well, we're a fair bit way into many seasons. So excellent to see that the league's running so well. We've also got GT Sport, that's running most nights of the week as well. Assetto Corsa's got a league, Dirt Rally, and F1 2018 also has a league that runs on Thursdays, so you can always try that out if you wish. And actually we also have a race room league now, so if you fancy a bit of race room, I believe that's just a new league as well, so they'll be probably looking for some numbers. RDF1 Adam Morris still hot on the heels of Fun Zaxby TV. We go up the hill for the 18th time and round to Druids. Just carry the speed through early on the gas and sit on the slipstream. Fun Zaxby TV actually got a little bit of a better exit there in RDF1 Adam Morris, so he won't be under pressure into Lodge, although he has seemed to struggle out of Lodge. You can see there a little bit of sideways, and RDF1 Adam Morris closes in a little bit more, but not going to be close enough into Old Hall to make an attempt. Fun Zaxby TV not being off the podium, not being any lower than second. Such is the dominance of this man this season, but looking fairly certain that it will be lower than second this time round, and potentially even off the podium. He's got a massive lead at the top. He's 108 points to NGR Lee 66, and NGR Lee will be happy to eat into the gap a little bit, although still a long way to go before he fully catches Fun Zaxby TV. Still 12 in the race though, so excellent to see from these guys. 13 started. But at the front we've still got WRT Scott McFall, who's 5 seconds ahead of NGR Lee. Then we have this battle for third position, Funds XP TV and RDF1 Adam Morris. NGR Scooby G currently taking 5th place ahead of One High Mofo, who had a very good race, it has to be said. Just a little incident with Scooby G earlier halted his chances of podium. Jamie F430 in 7th, won't be too happy with that, maybe felt like he should have been a bit higher. JPH 99 shown some good pace and currently in 8th. The Les in 9th, pulled away now from NGR Lagerfani. In fact, he's re-overtaken NGR Lagerfani. Yeah, must have been last time round. Lagerfani with a 2:23. Dave Finn in 11th place, lonely race for him, and Mega Fantastic 199 is in 12th position, but still lapping, so that's good. That's what I want to see. I want to see finishes. And just picking up some experience for the car, and maybe we'll see him again next week at Sugo. Sugo is renowned for high curbs, so that'll be interesting to see how many people get flung by them. And these two, in fact, are catching slowly. Slowly catching Scott McFall, but unfortunately lapping at the same time as NGR Lee in 2nd place. NGR Lee has got the gap down to just under 5 seconds now from Scott McFall. See him in the distance there. Funds XP TV's just pulled a little bit of a gap now to RDF on Adam Morris, so he's going to have to close a fair bit in the last half a lap if he's going to get onto the podium for the 2nd race in a row. But there might be the opportunity as Funds XP TV runs a little bit deep into the chicane. Adam Morris is going to try and get the switch back. Here we go, up the hill. Don't think he's going to be quite close enough, but he's definitely going to put him under pressure, yeah, that's for sure. Scott McFall with a comfortable 5-second gap with just a corner or two to go. He's going to pick up his first victory of the season. He's got 3 podiums already this season. And he's going to pick up his first win. I don't think Adam Morris is going to be close enough. But here we go. Scott McFall takes his first victory of the season. Excellent drive. NGR Lee will take 2nd. So he'll be pleased with that as well, making a little bit of an indent into Funds XP TV's lead at the top, only just ahead of RDF on Adam Morris. In fact, RDF on Adam Morris has gone above. Funds XP TV picked up another 2 seconds worth of penalties, so Funds XP TV loses his spot on the podium, first time this season. Scooby G comes home in 5th, we'll be relatively pleased with that. One High Mofo, good drive, just unfortunate, in 6th. As is the standard of this league, the very quick races for these guys. Jamie F430 in 7th. JPH will be pretty pleased, I think. Quietly content with 8th position, showing some good speed. I mean, we have still got a lot of penalties to add, although I don't think these guys will be too effective. Whoa. There we go, JPH can't roll it. The Les, as usual, is 1 place in front or below JPH, and this time he's just behind. And then coming across the line in 9th position. And Lagerfani has a big ass penalty, that's for sure. What's he got? Yeah, 48 penalty. 48 seconds worth of penalty. How far is he ahead? Oh, he's going to lose the place today. So NGR Lagerfani, massive penalty, finishes in 10th, but Dave Finn 79 will come across the line ahead. Mega Fantastic has crossed the line as well, so he's finished the race. And yeah, so Dave Finn will be the last to cross the line. A good drive from him. He started the race well, challenging for 6th place with 4 or 5 other guys. Just lost out in the end and dropped back. But crossed the line and Nath that lost. We lost. I knew we lost 1. But here we are. Provisional results WRT, Scott McFall takes his first victory of the season. The only... Oh no, he got into... I think... Oh... Van Zaxby TV, fastest lap. Just about. Wow, look how close that is. NJR Lee taking second. RDF1 Adam Morris in third. Van Zaxby TV off the podium for the first time this season in fourth. NJR Scuba G fifth. One High Mofo sixth. Jamie F4 37th. JPH 99 in 8th, Les in 9th, Dave Finn I think was 10th, NGR Logfenny 11th, and Mega Fantastic 199 in 12th. So thank you very much guys for joining us for this race. We'll be at Seago next week, 8:30 again. We pushed the time back this week, from 8 o'clock, but 8:30 is from now on, I believe. An excellent drive from Scott McFall to take his first victory of the season, and I'm sure he enjoyed it. But yep, join us next week again guys, same place, same time, for the Escort RS 1600 at Seago. Good night.